Hey everybody, welcome back. It's me, Rafi, and this is not a fragrance review because sometimes I like to switch up some gear. I'm a bit of a gearhead, and I used to be a bit of a gearhead as well, coming from a background of audio and production and music production and things like that. And I often get asked questions about what is your gear? What is your setup? How do you get your audio so nice? Thank you, by the way, to all those people who inquire and say that I've got a nice voice. I do appreciate that. However, I do have a very simple setup. I have a very simple setup because of the fact that I'm a ridiculously busy guy in my personal life. I have a very demanding job, and I don't really have the space for a dedicated rig and a dedicated setup like a lot of people that are on YouTube do. So I need to be as efficient as possible. It's probably the reason why I don't actually upload so regularly, like on a regular cadence. I know it's a bit of laziness as well. Sometimes I'm just tired at the end of the day and I don't want to talk anymore. Today's not one of them. Today, I'm excited because I've actually got a new toy that I want to share the unboxing of, because I've done a fair bit of research on this, and I think that it's going to get me to another level of being able to share my thoughts whilst I'm on the go without having to wait for, the kids to go to bed and for the place to be quiet and all of that kind of stuff. And so that's why I went ahead and, as you know, probably from the title of the video, I'll title it something nice, that I went ahead and purchased the DJI Pocket 3. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, long line of Osmos. I remember when the first Osmo came out and I was looking to buy a gimbal camera because we were about to go overseas and I wanted to have smooth videos, because we went to an overseas trip back in 2014 and I took my DSLR with me and it wasn't on a gimbal, and I was it was just handheld, and that DSLR is an old Canon EOS 60D or something like that, and it didn't have image stabilization built into it. The lens I was using did have image stabilization, but it wasn't that good. It wasn't like as good as a phone camera today or even the past few years, right? The image stabilization has gotten really, really good recently, but it's no substitute for a gimbal. So I took that and I thought, that was crap. We went to some awesome places. I got some great footage. However, when I was moving, it was shaky and it wasn't that great. Fast forward to 2017, I bought not the Osmo, because the Osmo had a drawback, which was that, first of all, it was really expensive compared to other gimbals that didn't actually have the camera built into it. And the camera that was built into it wasn't that great from memory. And there was reports of it getting really hot and the battery life wasn't that good. So I went ahead and bought the Zhiyun XY3 or the Zhiyun Crane or whatever it was called. And I did use that on the trip, and I got some really nice, smooth sort of footage when we went out and about, when I actually could be bothered taking it out and attaching my mobile to it, my phone to it, balancing it, and then making sure that my phone battery didn't run out whilst I was using it. Because at the same time, I was using my phone as a phone as well. So that became a bit cumbersome. I haven't really used that all that much. And fast forward to today, the decision I made was, well, I could take my phone. I've got a gimbal. Actually, the phone in-camera stabilization is pretty good these days. So I should just be able to place it on like a handheld, tripod or one of those gorilla pods or whatever, and which is what my phone's on right now. It's one of those gorilla pods that I thought I could just hold it and just do one of these. But I didn't want to use my phone as the camera that's going to take my video, just because I want to use my phone as my phone and preserve the battery on my phone for when I need that for something like directions or whatnot, or I need to be able to be contactable to other people. So I went ahead, did some research. Luckily, this guy came out recently, and I thought, this is good. It's expensive, but it's got the camera built into it. It does a job, and apparently it does it really well. And it's 4K, and you can do up to like 120 frames per second, which is great. But for me, it's the form factor. It's the reason why I got it. It's because it's pocket, and I can put it in my pocket, and I can yank it out of my pocket and go flip and start recording. Now, there's two options for everybody who doesn't know about this Pocket 3. There is the Creator Combo, which has got all these other accessories and things with it. Or you've got the actual, only the camera itself, which actually does come with a whole bunch of other stuff. But the Creator Combo comes with additional, I think, lenses. It comes with a battery grip, which is something that plugs into the bottom and charges it while you use it. But it was only like, how much was it? This was $850. And the Creator Combo is like $11.29 where I'm at. This is Australian dollars. And so I don't think it's worth it. And you get the mic as well. If you don't have the mic, then maybe the Creator Combo is worth it if you can find it. But if you do have a mic, which I do, I've got the Rode Wireless Go 2. So I've got two mics that I can just clip on, and me and someone else can actually be recorded whilst we're out and about, whilst this is doing the video, and then I'll just marry them up in post during production or during editing. And for me, I've got the audio, and I don't need a battery grip because I checked it out, and this thing actually has fast charging. You can get 20% of battery life within 5 minutes, and that's pretty good. And I do have a power bank with me while we're traveling, so I am going to be using that to charge this when this gets too low. However, someone did do a test, and I think they got like 2.5 hours of footage outside before they ran out of battery. That's plenty. That's like heaps, right? That's heaps of footage. Unless you're walking and talking for the whole time, that's heaps. That's a lot. So, sometimes you're just like, I want to film a scene. That might take less than 10 minutes, and you switch it off and then enjoy the moment and be in the moment. This is one thing that I learned on my 2014 trip with my DSLR is I've got a great camera, and I want to take as many snaps and as much footage in HD as I can, because all of my memories from the place that I went to visit are with old tech. And so they're very small sized images, and they're not entirely crisp and clear in today's standards. They're not, by today's standards, that great. But the thing is, I took thousands of photos and hundreds of videos on that trip. And it was a 2-week trip, and I've got it documented day by day. And I was like, great. But I felt at the end of it that I didn't spend enough time in the moment because I was the guy behind the camera most of the time. And that's not what I want to do this time around. This time around, I kind of want to set and forget. If I do get the clip, there's a clip that attaches to this that you can like clip it onto your shoulder strap of your backpack. So it's like just facing out. And I could just walk around with this on, and because of the gimbal, it'll just stabilize it as I'm walking around. And if I've got the wireless mic as well, recording audio, then I've got the audio covered and I've got the video covered as well. And I don't really need to think about it because I'm actually in the moment doing what I'm doing and being where I'm at, right? Instead of thinking about framing, instead of thinking about, shutter speed and ISO or, that kind of stuff. So I don't want to go down that trap. I want to actually enjoy my holiday overseas and have the experience and experience the experience of being on holiday. So I'm going to unbox this without further ado. I know it's been a fair number of minutes. I usually use my little, actually wait, there's this green thingy here. I should unbox it using this. However, it's got an arrow. Does it say this? Do I do this? Luckily I didn't get my pedicure done. No, and you still need this guy. Make an incision. Okay, plastic. You can go to the ocean to spend time with my friends, the turtle and the dolphin and the whale. Let's see now. Oh yeah, this thing was to do this. Yep, okay, cool. Scratch that guy off so that it opens, the sticker comes off. I mean, they're doing an okay job with the unboxing experience. It's not as good as Apple. Apple does the best unboxing experience. It's just what they're really good at. Okay, empty box. What do I get? Whatever's in here. I get all these warranty card things, which most of us don't really take advantage of. However, you do get what's in here, which is, I'm assuming, the camera with the case. So it's a nice plastic, actually. So that's the case. There's the camera's inside it. The lens is sort of facing inwards so that it's protected. It's a little heavier than what I thought it would be, but that's good because that might mean that it's taken up by battery. What is in this white box? Silica gel. Do not eat, throw away. You can also go to the ocean. Some other stuff that's stuck in here is a USB-C cable for charging. Oops. And a lanyard to tether it to your wrist or other areas of your body that protrude from your body, if you're so inclined. And another thing that's in here, which I can't seem to get out from this side because I opened it from the wrong end. Silly goose. I opened this thing from the wrong end. Okay, that's why it won't come out. All right. My bad. Let's go. Open this guy up. This is the extender thingy, right? This thing plugs into the end. Oh, actually, I should take this plastic bitty off. Yeah, take the plastic bitty off. I don't want that. Yeah, this, click, clip, 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 like that. And it clips onto the back of this thing. Like so. And it makes it longer. This is the screen protector cover thing. And that comes off as well. It makes it longer. It also gives you the quarter inch sort of screw so that it can be mounted onto, other tripods and things like that. Maybe I have one somewhere, but I'll probably end up using this GorillaPod to stick this onto. And whatever this thing here is on the side, I think this is the micro SD card holder. Where is the camera? Oh, it's inside. And I think all you need to do is press this red button. Let's go. Switches on, and there it is. It's on. And English, yes. Activate before use. Swipe to skip 5 times remain. Ooh, they really want you to. They really want all your details. So you can see it's already doing its thing by like this. Okay, I'm going to switch it off because this is just an unboxing. I don't really have. That was an interesting noise. Listen to this. Like that. And I switch it off. It's interesting. It's very smooth when you turn it on, but when you turn it off, that I didn't hear in any of the videos that I watched, although I didn't hear anybody sort of turn it off. I think this might be the magnets that keep it in place. There's magnets that keep it in place from like wobbling around and stuff. So I'm going to pop this back in. The actual cover actually has a place for the wide angle lens and the black mist filter lenses, which if I need, I'll buy them separately, which I don't think I need because this lens that's on here is actually, I think it's adequate for pretty much 80+% of the people that are going to use this. It's going to be adequate for them. Am I doing this right? Am I putting this in here correctly? I think I may have broken it already. Okay. How does this go in? How did I have to pull it out? Oh, it was like this. You silly goose. All right. That's how it goes in. with the screen being protected and the camera being protected, because this is a case that protects the screen and the camera. Yeah, I'm learning. So anyway, that's that. I did also end up having to get like a nice 128 gig USB, micro USB to stick in here for some storage. And I think that's going to be my rig going overseas. And so you'll see those videos coming up. There'll be fragrance reviews. There might be vlogs. There might just be me talking shit most of the time, which I usually do. And that's that. Hopefully wanting to show you guys some cool scenes of some places that I've been before, and I've been many times, and places that I used to live that are not in Australia, because I have lived overseas for quite a while. And it's a very interesting place where I'm going. So hopefully you can join me there. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.